About 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks and a half ago, I woke up,
An AR
decided to
long
go through
shots are
my morning
stupid long.
routine, and went on my way to high school, did everything, came back, and I had come to the realization that
I
my
use that
parent had
hardcore red
passed
dot
away.
long shots.
Um,
Yeah.
she had a very good life, and she was my only parent I've had for about
I
eight
use Edge
years,
when I'm in class.
around 8 years. And she went peacefully in her sleep.
That's
I'm
what.
very
Yeah, I usually
grateful
go
that,
play
she
hardcore,
didn't,
but
well, didn't suffer that much when it came to her final moments. Granted, in the last few weeks, she hasn't
it's
been
like
doing
when
very
you're
well.
left
I've been trying to
without like
help where I
weekends left
can.
and
A
you
lot
long
of people have been
shots.
coming by. A lot of family dramas happened, physical assault on one or another, whatnot. But yeah, my only parent for about most of my life had passed away. And strangely enough, I don't feel sad.
Yeah, I
I
completed
haven't
my
cried about it yet. We
week
had a
and everything
viewing
else is
about
done.
last week. It was very nice. All of our
Hey, just waiting for the new one.
available family came by and we all said our goodbyes, said what we had to.
Careful, there's one around the
Everyone
corner there,
got their
babe.
tears out, which is a good thing.
It's on the
And
stairs.
I'm glad she's no
Yeah.
longer in pain
Let me
because
help you with that.
she was dealing with cancer. It
I
was really
told you
really
one more
bad. It
around
was her
back.
second
Two
round
more
with it.
around back.
Well, first
You
one
got
messed
it.
her
All
up,
good.
but she got past it. The second one, I knew it wasn't gonna last long. And it's a shame. I knew she mentioned a lot. She wanted to see me
Oh wow,
graduate.
my aim's so good. I unloaded a whole
She wanted
mag
to
in
be
that
there
guy.
for me
Didn't
when
hit
I
a
like got
single
a house
shot.
and all that stuff. But
They're coming up on
it's just how it goes.
the water plant
The
side.
best thing you can
Back
do
door.
with sadness
Yeah, they're
or
sitting. They're camping that water
hardship in your
plant.
life is to take it with a smile and move on, as you all know. Or at least if you don't know, that's how I view life. But hey, I don't
Center
trust my
aisle.
word. I'm very dumb. But
Oh
yeah,
snap, motherfucker.
decided to hold off on telling my friends and fam. I felt like being alone,
I
but
pulled out my shit.
I feel comfortable getting it out in the open, I suppose. I'm not telling this to you
You're in our
guys
spawn.
for you guys, because I mean, I don't upload anymore much. I'm doing this mainly because I want to, say some nice things about my parent, She raised me
There he is.
much better than my
He's
actual
sitting in
parents
our
did.
spawn, all the way in the back. Yeah,
Well,
all
granted,
the way
my
back.
dad
Spawn flip.
really
We spawn flip.
couldn't help it. He kind of got locked up for a long time, and my mom
Yeah,
could
they're all
help
over.
it. She's just not able to because she doesn't want to, but that's whatever. Her name was Susan, one of those generic old people names, which is always fun to think about. I don't believe that certain people have names their whole life. I think they were
I think it's just you're
born as
horrible.
a full adult and then they had those names. I'm talking names like Jerry, names like, Susan, like Karen, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, she was a real good singer, lived about 70 before
Gosh, I've
passing.
never seen such hardcore
Mm,
campers of their own
Nor as
spawn
the
before.
singing blonde, if anywhere,
Oh, I have almost every
but
map for this.
she
I'm like,
went through a
goddamn.
lot of life. She was a good Christian, tried her best to stay on the right path after a multitude of mistakes and things she regrets, but we all have a lot of regrets. Many are big, many are small, but that's the part of what defines us and builds us as characters. Mistakes
Oh
and
my gosh.
regrets.
He's camping in his
Not
own
sure about the
spawn.
regrets part, but I mean,
Snake
that
shot
makes
basilisks.
you know that you never want to do that again, so I mean.
I infiltrated for a minute. I got
But
a few
yeah,
kills though.
she was an amazing
Yeah, I got a
singer.
couple as well.
She'd always make sure to ask how I'm doing.
Nice
She'd try and check up
shotguns.
on me as well as she can.
Yeah, right. They
It's
switched it
really,
up.
she would
So you know
talk a
you
lot.
can
She
have
would
one
talk
on
a
the
lot,
ground.
and I usually hated it now, but
No hit mark.
now that the home's quieter, I kind of miss it around, but that's probably because I'm more used to it.
Camper by
She would
the well.
always, sing whenever she felt like singing, whenever she was upset or
Watch that
something.
center aisle too, left side.
Anytime she decided that she was in the mood to just
Oh,
jam
he's
out,
coming through the
she'd
water. Middle.
play either Pink Floyd, Joe Bonamassa, Bon Jovi, which is something that caught me by surprise. She likes listening to the Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence, so that's pretty awesome.
They're in our spawn. I just
Lived in
gotta
an
finish
old
this one.
house for about a super long time.
I
It's
hate
actually
that,
kind of
man.
crazy
They
that
spawn me in
she
their
managed to live here
spawn and
this
then they
long.
flip it, but I spawn in their spawn
But yeah,
first.
I'm
It's
glad
like
that
yeah.
she's at peace now.
Come on, this
She
kid,
wasn't
it's getting
very, she
dark.
was definitely not happy. last few weeks, two of her daughters ended up getting into a lot of physical altercation. There's a lot of drama, there's a lot of screaming. I got involved. It was awful. But there is still hope for the family. There always hope for the family. Well, except for one, but let's hope that we can all get better after this. At least that's all I can do, is hope. Because without hope, then why worry? But last few weeks, she wasn't talking at all. Like, I'd sit down next to her and hold her hand, and I try talking to her, she would just stare. It was a shame. But everyone helped where they could, except for some that decided, no, I'm gonna visit you for the first time since you've been bedridden, not to see you, but to ask if I can move in and if I can take shit out your house. But people are people, whether they're good or bad, and nothing can really change them unless themselves. Or unless it's themselves, is what I mean to say. But she did her best to raise me, and that's all I can ask for. That's all anyone can ask for, is someone to try their best for them. And I appreciate it. Even if later years we were very distant, we didn't talk much and stuff, I'm still absurdly and immensely appreciative for everything she did for me. And yeah, she lived a good long life, and I'm glad that she went in her sleep like she did, because no one deserves to be awake for when they're dying unless they truly, truly want it. She didn't really die the day she died, if you know what I'm saying. It was the day before, not a day before, like a month before. All of her friends came by, all of her family. Everyone was being nice to each other. All the ones that were there were being nice to each other. We all had fun. We all talked. It was a good time, and I'm thankful that she got to experience that, even if afterwards there was a lot of drama and hardship. But
We got 8.
one good for one bad, as I like
The
to
problem is I kill a
think
guy
about.
and then the rest of his team kills me.
But
and then by the
I
time we get
am
back,
truly, truly appreciative for how well she took care of me and how well she raised me, all the lessons she taught me, and
again.
everything she did while she was raising me. I cannot express it enough, and it's a shame that I couldn't cry for her as much as I wanted, but I'm glad I could manage to make myself cry for her, because, you know, she was amazing, and I
Alright,
hope
don't push
she
too hard.
finds
Push coordinated. Push
an
coordinated so
easy
we're not
path
losing.
up to heaven. I know she definitely deserves a good one.
I'm okay with leaving him on that side.
And
Check the water.
she always said that we'll all see her someday again, so
There you go, Eternal Dark.
there's always
Take
that to
me
be
around.
hopeful for. And
Medicine, baby.
yeah, I'm very glad she raised me, and I'm glad that I was able to be
8 more, boys.
put into her care. I know not
Yeah,
many
in the
other
center.
people would have done as good a job as her, and I'm
Very middle on those.
grateful
that
it was
bottom.
her out of everyone. But yeah, hope you rest in peace, and I am eternally grateful for everything and everything and everything and everything and everything you did for me. I wish I could express it more, and I wish I could have shown you just how much I loved and cared for you. Hope you have a safe flight, and hope you sleep well. And watch over us whenever we need you. Goodbye.